In 1995, the CIA shut down a classified program aimed at using psychic powers to see into the future. It was called Project Stargate. After 2 decades of research, they concluded it was a failure. The CIA declassified its findings, concluding it was never useful and its data was vague and unreliable. Today that name is back, only this time. It isn't about seeing the future. It's about building the largest artificial intelligence infrastructure the world has ever seen. This raises a critical question. Why would America deliberately name its world-defining AI project after a failed and bizarre Cold War psychic experiment? This is a story of the largest, most expensive, and most audacious technology project in human history. Their goal is not just to build another supercomputer. It is to build an entirely new layer of American infrastructure, a machine that will, by the end of the decade, require more power than multiple nuclear reactors can produce. The mission: to create the engine powerful enough to birth the holy grail of technology, artificial general intelligence, AGI, a machine that can learn, reason, and create on a level indistinguishable from or superior to a human being. This is a story about the collision of limitless ambition, the physics of energy, and the hard realities of geopolitics. What you are about to hear could determine not only who wins the AI race, but what kind of world a winner will inherit. To understand Stargate, you have to look to Abilene, Texas. Right now, under the Texas sun, construction is underway on the project's first campus, a sprawling complex of 10 massive data centers. This is the brutal logic of AI made real. Superior intelligence requires superior computation, and the world's leading AI lab, OpenAI, has outgrown the cloud. Their partnership with Microsoft has been historic, but AGI requires a scale of computation that no existing cloud providers can handle. The solution: build their own on a scale no one has ever attempted. The grand plan is laid out in 5 phases. The Texas site is just phase 1 of the full Stargate initiative, which is a multi-year plan with a staggering projected cost of $500 billion. Let that sink in. Considering that the Apollo program that put a man on the moon cost roughly $280 billion in today's money, and the Manhattan Project was about $30 billion, this puts Stargate in a category of its own. From the start, construction is already pushing against 3 planet-sized obstacles. First, the money. The $500 billion price tag initially invited skepticism. When Elon Musk tweeted, quote, "They don't actually have funds," OpenAI's Sam Altman fired back, "Wrong. Want to come visit the site?" The answer lies beyond Silicon Valley. Sam Altman has spent the last 2 years on a global fundraising tour, courting a new class of kingmakers, sovereign wealth funds. He has sought trillions, not just for Stargate, but to completely reshape the world's AI supply chain, from chip fabrication to energy production. Key players have emerged, such as SoftBank, Oracle, and a mysterious Gulf-backed fund called MGX. This transformed Stargate from a corporate project into a geopolitical alliance. Nations aren't just investing in a company, they're buying a stake in the foundational technology of the next century. This raises the stakes, but it also complicates the mission. It leaves people wondering, whose interests will this machine ultimately serve? The second obstacle is even more fundamental than money. It's physics. The Abilene site alone will place an unprecedented strain on the Texas power grid. A single large-scale data center today can consume as much electricity as an entire city. The proposed Stargate supercomputer, by the final phase, could require 5 to 7 gigawatts of continuous power. There is nothing in the American power grid that can support that. You cannot simply plug it into the wall. That is to say, the strategy is a desperate all-of-the-above approach. They are striking deals with energy providers to build new solar and wind farms, but renewables are intermittent. For the 24 baseload power AGI demands, there's only one carbon-free solution they are seriously considering: nuclear. They are exploring investments in a new generation of small modular reactors, next-gen nuclear plants that can be built adjacent to the data centers they power. The race for AI has officially triggered a renaissance in nuclear energy. It begs the question, why now? This brings us to the third obstacle, one that keeps the US president awake at night: China. While the US model is driven by private enterprise, China's approach to AI is essentially a command and control, state-run mission. The national champions, like DeepSea, backed by the full power of the government, are scaling aggressively. They understand that the nation that controls the world's AI infrastructure will have an insurmountable economic and military advantage. Believe it or not, the US government sees Stargate as its answer. This isn't just a commercial venture, it's a strategic national asset. This is where it gets really interesting. Why call it Stargate? With the eye-watering amount of money involved and presidential backing, the name is no longer a historical curiosity. It's a deliberate, multi-layered signal being sent today. It's a statement of almost unimaginable ambition. The first Stargate was a desperate attempt to gain an edge in a Cold War. The new Stargate seeks a gateway through computation. Make no mistake, both are born from the same impulse: to find an asymmetric advantage, a secret path to power. As Sam Altman himself has said, AGI will be the most important, most powerful technology humanity has yet invented. Unbelievable, but very true. By invoking its name, the project's architects are signaling to the world, and specifically to their rivals, that this is not business as usual. This is America's 21st century Manhattan Project, and they are willing to bet $500 billion on it. Here is the ultimate takeaway. The Stargate proposal has already changed the world long before a single server is installed. It has forced the tech industry to confront the physical limits of our planet's energy grid. It has blurred the lines between corporations and nation-states. If it succeeds, AGI could unlock solutions to our most intractable problems, curing diseases, solving climate change, and revolutionizing every field of science. The promise is utopian. If it fails, it will be the most expensive ghost town in human history. But one thing is undeniable. The race for artificial general intelligence has left the lab. The concrete is being poured. It is now a nation-state chessboard. It is now Stargate. So what do you think? Is Stargate a bold vision for the future, or dangerous overreach into the unknown? Will AGI save us, replace us, or simply surpass us? And more importantly, should we be worried? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for future episodes. Thank you for tuning in today, and take care.